Hey everybody. Okay, so now, as of right now, I am really fucking pissed. So, here's a life update. So, here it is. Essentially, what happened was that I already have a rare disease, as y'all know. Glycogen storage disease ruined my life. Now, it already pretty much ruins every aspect because I want to live in certain countries, but first of all, my disease is so rare that I would have to, if something were to happen out there, and me, even if I did learn a language, it probably wouldn't be fluent enough to really tell them anything, or me having zero medical history over there, they're not gonna know what I have, and then I'd probably die in the hospital. Which, I mean, yes, do I want to kill myself sometimes? Yes, but that's not the way I want to die. I have standards. I have standards of the way I want to die. There are certain ways I want to die, and I'm trying to still figure out a way to die that is painless and in my sleep, and also discreet. And that's very hard because all the ones I realistically can do are painful, and it's not the way I want to die. So now I have a something wrong with my calves, which is actually weird. Essentially, with my calves, it's has muscle weakness. I can tell that there's some muscle loss. Doctors still have no clue what is causing this. For all I know, this could be related to a medical condition. And if it is related to a medical condition, that's even more of a reason that it's ruining my life. And now I'm going to have to go to physical therapy. And I have no clue if it can even go back to normal. I mean, I'm going to pray about it. And that's all I can do, to be honest. Because at this point, there's nothing I can really do about it. Physically, of course. Spiritually, yes, I do pray. I mean, I also did pray about my medical condition, and I never got cured of my disease. So there is that too. I mean, God has cured other stuff, but not that for some reason. But honestly, that will be my 13th reason. My 13th, actually, I have way more than 13 reasons, if I'm being honest. But my 13th reason will be my legs. If it's not curable, and if it's the doctor told me it can never be back to normal, I will literally kill myself. And to be honest, I am still not sure how. I've looked up ways, don't get me wrong, but as I said, I'm very picky on the way I want to die. First of all, I would need to die in a way that does not traumatize my siblings. Now, of course, any family member dying is going to traumatize people, of course. But I don't want them to walk in my room and then them see a cold, lifeless body of their sister, dead. And that would be pretty traumatizing since they are young. And that is not what I want. Also, earlier today, I tried to explain stuff to my mom, and she does not care. She literally does not care about me at all. She literally says something like, "Oh, you're just complaining, blah, 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 blah. You're always just complaining, just go back to your room," type shit. So I'm like, okay. But I am dead serious. Yesterday, I was thinking, maybe I could kill myself by hanging myself from there's a secondary attachment to the shower. But the thing is, if I do try to hang myself from there, it might break the shower head, and then that'll cause more problems. How did it break? Then what do I say? Oh, well, it fell. I could just say I fell, but then I would have to have scratch marks or bruises, and then I would have to then I would actually have to fall to create that effect. And honestly, I need to shower and I can't have it broken, because then who's gonna fix it? And that costs money. And then what? So that'll be dumb. And I have tried to kill myself so many times before, but it failed. It failed. And also, I've had some where it was very painful, like a slow, painful death. And it was literally so uncomfortable that, like, I was like, fuck this. I guess I'm just not gonna die today because this is literally so uncomfortable. Like, I want a peaceful death. I've told, like, there's a way I want to die. It's to die in my sleep peacefully, where I don't know that I'm dead. And I just die. And that would be the best. I feel like death, if I am alive and awake and just do it, those are some sad moments. And it's like, why do I want to live my last moment? Sad, and excited to kill myself. Like, what? And also, it's painful, as I said. Literally, a lot of these are physically painful. Or, I've looked up other ways, because I do have some medications in my house. It's rare for so the problem with pills is that pills don't work half the time. Like, it just, they're the least likely ones to work. Pills in general. I've tried pills before to overdose, and it didn't work. I literally woke up the next day, and also my stomach was hurting. I was shaking and vomiting. So that is not a good way to kill yourself. But at the same time, that's the only way you'll be able to die in your sleep. But the problem is that if I am alive, I don't want to have anything wrong, any other medical problems. I don't want to be paralyzed. I don't want to be having a brain aneurysm or some dumbass shit like that. I don't want that. I just either want to be dead or I'm going to be alive. And there's no in between. Now, this rare disease is ruining my life, believe it or not. Every aspect possible. My physical, it is literally causing me, who knows if first of all, this leg thing, I don't even know if it's caused by my medical condition or if it's caused by some other factor. I have absolutely no clue, and nobody knows yet. So this is so fucking frustrating, having to go to so many doctor appointments, having to pay so many co-pays. It's all adding up. Is there even a point in me living if I'm just going to have to deal with this? And honestly, I do not want to deal with any of this. I don't. No. Anyways, if you have a child that has glycogen storage disease 1A, or has any problems with their legs, Lord forbid, because I never knew what that was like, and now that's just as bad, if not even worse, because at least with the glycogen storage disease, people couldn't tell. They probably just thought maybe I was overweight at most, but you couldn't really tell I actually had anything wrong with me. Me having to walk with a walker half the time is honestly going, or walking kind of funny, is literally going to raise red flags. Now, I usually do not care what people think, but when it comes to stuff like this is not the way I want to be perceived. This is not something I can control, which I hate. And honestly, I can't even, to lose weight, I can't even be anorexic, because I will literally die. I will literally die from a... And I know you're like, well, didn't you want to kill yourself? Yes, I do. But okay, so low blood sugar, it is super uncomfortable. If you've never had like a low blood sugar, like below 10, that is the worst feeling. That is the worst feeling. Having a blood sugar below 10. It is literally like, yeah. And the problem is if you make it out of there, and you can have negative side effects. Something can literally happen to your brain where you become paralyzed. And then what? If they can't pull the cord, they can't pull the cord. And technically, even if you want to die, your family literally can't shoot you. Otherwise, they'd go to jail. Now, I have told my family, if anything like that has ever happened to me, please kill me. Like, do not let me live. I don't care, like, if y'all guys go to jail. To be honest, I need to die. If that is ever the case, Lord forbid, please not ever that happen to me. Because honestly, I will do anything to die at that point. I will refuse to drink my drink. And honestly, I don't know if that's even possible, because they'd probably put me in a stupid IV. And if you're paralyzed, you can't even fucking move. I don't know. I don't know how that would work. But I guess another thing is, parents, if your children have any diseases, they are probably depressed. And they probably do want to kill themselves. The thought will obviously occur in a lot of them. And I am not joking. Because be fucking for real. If any of you guys had to do within their place, would you probably end up wanting to kill yourself? Be honest. Be honest with your fucking self. Yes. Will you have mental problems? Yes. Because mental problems will obviously come with any disease. Yeah. So yes, moral story is, get genetic testing, please. And stop fucking random people. And then, or boyfriends or girlfriends you don't know that you're not even married to, let alone didn't have a genetic testing either. Because obviously, if you are not married, you're probably not going to have genetic testing, because you're just fucking people. And guess what? You're overpopulating the earth. And now you're causing more people with rare diseases. Honestly, maybe if they killed everyone with diseases, there would be no diseases in the world. And don't even get mad at me for saying that, because as somebody with a disease, if somebody killed me to prevent anyone suffering from this in the future, I'd be like, okay, kill me, and I'm dead, and I do not care if I ever die. I only care about the way I die, not if I die. So there.